when I was listening, I had to kind of just chuckle because I think it was Priscilla Shire who may have said it, but someone was like, the Proverbs 31 woman isn't even the Proverbs 31 woman because she's not doing it all by herself. Like you said, she does have help. And it made me think this is, I guess, not really biblical, but I don't know if y'all have heard that oftentimes when a woman is applying for a job, if she doesn't meet 100% of the requirements, she won't apply. But a man could only have like 30% and he'll still apply. And I think as women, it goes back to not feeling enough. Like, oh, if I can't do everything that they're saying, then I'm not qualified. And that's not a good way to look at it because I don't think that's how God looks at us. I think he looks and see, oh, she's not qualified, but I'm going to make her qualified to do all of those things. And so I think looking at Proverbs 31, it can be intimidating because it's like, well, I only have a little bit of time to try to do all those things, but it may be that God isn't calling us to do all of those things. He's like maybe calling us to do a few and then reaching out to our community to get help in some of the other areas so that we don't feel like we carry that weight. Because I know for me, I'm learning to like not feel like if I don't do everything I wanted to do, that I failed. But that's not true. Even if I did 1 out of 10, I'm still successful because I did the 1. And then the rest of it would just come as time allows. So I think that's one aspect of looking at Proverbs 31 is like, you may not be able to do it all, but that doesn't make you less of a godly woman because you couldn't do it all. It makes you more of a godly woman that you ask God for help and allow him to assist you and do all the things that he's called you to do. So that's my 2 cents.
I did want to add something. And I feel like a lot of times we can read the Bible through a worldly lens. So for example, if I'm like a just starting out Christian, I can use, just starting out as a wife, you know how women, not all women, but if you don't know what the Bible means by submit, you like, oh no, because you have this definition of, oh, I gotta be bogged down, I gotta listen to him, blah, blah, blah. And so just imagine reading, Proverbs 31 and you interpreting it your way, right? This is why we need the Holy Spirit when we read the Bible. You just kind of like, she doing too much. That's not who I am. Nope, not listening. If this was a Proverbs 31 woman, I ain't gonna be it. But it's interesting how when the world says be a boss, get the bag, and we have a vision how that is, that's a worldly outlook. So what does get the bag mean? You see all these people with money showing their money on Facebook, Instagram. You see them in a new car and things like that. However, what we don't see, them tired, them pulling doubles. They like, well, this is a life I'm trying to live. So I'll wear myself out to show everybody I got the bag, to show everybody that I'm a boss. And so then when you look at this Proverbs 31, like, I love that it said, of course, when you read it, it don't say she asked for help. You're reading it how you see it. And it's like, okay, I got to do all of this. And you don't, right? And so I even think about, like, when I tell people I don't cook the most in my marriage, Anatole cooks. That's kind of weird to some people because it's like a wifely thing. We go back to the 50s and 60s. Oh, the wife stayed at home. She took care of the kids. She did that. This kingdom marriage that me and Anatole got could be a lot different than your kingdom marriage. But guess what? We still honoring God in this marriage. We're still using our gifts that God has given us in this marriage. We know how to pick up the slack when another person fails or something like, he's gifted in things I'm not gifted at, and vice versa. So our marriage doesn't look like everybody's marriage. My gift doesn't look like your gift. Just like you said, yeah, God called me to preach. I could probably be an astronaut, but I ain't called to do it. And so that's why I feel like when we read the verses, because I ain't gonna lie, when I first started off as a believer, I would read stuff out our mother and father. They whoop me. What I got iron them for? What? You know what I'm saying? That's, immature, of course. That's the milk. You don't really understand. But as you start to read between the lines, and I'm not gonna lie, when I read Kingdom Woman, I was like, this woman probably did ask for help. And I love what Jessica said. She probably wasn't even the Proverbs 31, the Proverbs 31 woman, because the way you read it and how you look at it, use wisdom, ask God to really decipher this. Because I ain't gonna lie, I would have never thought about the Proverbs 31, but you can't do it by yourself. God did not call you to do it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's my little 2 cents.